buckle. In this video I'm just going to show you how you can use a brushstroke and use the brushstroke to create brushstrokes within a brushstroke. Now I've got this image here. This one's available on the Graphic Extras website, but it's obviously you could find many like silhouette designs on the web. And now what you can do, just go over to edit and define brush preset and just save it. Now this design's an EPS file. Key thing about EPS files, they can be any size, so you can maybe have it 3000 by 3000, whatever. Now, once you've actually defined that brush stroke, and I'm just going to remove it now, I'm going to go over to the brush tool itself, and you'll see now you've got the brush there, and I'm just going to show it there, and I'm going to apply it in white. I could, or maybe another colour. Let's go for pink, fairly reasonable. So, now, at that point, I can of course apply it in other positions, but I don't want to actually apply it all over the place. I want to actually, so I can load selection, and I'm going to use the transparency of this layer. So just going to select that, and you'll see what happens. You get the little marching ants around the edge. Right, next thing to do, and I'm going to change the colour slightly. Could go with black, could go with any other colour, but I'm just going to go with like purple. Of course, could make it multicoloured. Don't have to even go with that. But what you can do, and you can reduce the size down, and I'm just going to go, we'll say 130. You can, maybe a bit too small, but you of course can vary the size as well. You don't have to go with that. You can go with maybe bigger, smaller, and then you can just add the brush strokes. And of course then the brushes don't go over the edges. You can actually just apply them within. Now another thing of course you can do, you can just go to Window and Brushes, Brush Options, and you've got various options here, and maybe Scattering, but Colour Dynamics, that's quite a nice one. So you can actually modify background and foreground jitter, so you can actually just modify that. And then I'm just going to change that as well. I'm going to make it go to white, so it's slightly different, so you can just see the change, and you can just add those brush strokes on top all the way through. Very quickly add those, and of course you can vary the size as well. You can actually change shape, dynamics, size jitter, so you don't have to go with the same size. Make it smaller, bigger. It does help to actually keep it there. Sometimes the controls suddenly bounce back and you don't notice that, and you're suddenly thinking, hey, that's strange, it's not doing anything. But right, so you can actually see, you can build up very quickly a design that's like that. Okay, I'm not going to go all over the whole thing, but I could of course just continue. And I don't have to change, I could change the colour, maybe go for pink, and you can see other designs quickly added over the model. Now once you've actually done that, you can of course add various other things, maybe like layer effects if you want to give it a sort of a depth to it. So you can actually just quickly then go to layer, layer style, bevel and emboss. So you can just quickly add emboss to that brush stroke, and there you've got that design there. Okay, then once you've actually got that, you can then go, I'm just going to get rid of that now, just go over to edit and define brush preset, and you've got that design. See, it's the same size as originally, but click OK, and you can see you've actually got deselect. I'm just going to add that brush stroke in there, and obviously maybe with pink it doesn't work so well, so I'm just going to flatten that as well. So fill that with white, just get rid of all those, and then you can just see the brush stroke just quickly added there. So you can literally create thousands of unusual brushes just using things. Of course you don't have to use the actual original brush stroke design. You can use, maybe create those designs inside a circle or any other kind of shape as well. Just define the selection and then create a brush stroke that's, well, let's say, contains the actual source brush as well. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.